1212 1212. Chapter 1212. The Comforting Skeletons. The immense pressure swept through the starry sky like a storm. Lin Moyu stood calmly, while Ji Hongshin beside him was stunned. What kind of puppet was this? How could it be so powerful? In his eyes, the Skeleton King's realm had at least reached the 5th rank of the true god. The blood-red cloak fluttered behind it, transforming into a soul sound that reached everyone's ears. Then, the Skeleton King slashed out with a sword. Spell: Godslang Slash. The Skeleton King's signature spell. Instant lock-on, no trajectory, unavoidable, unblockable, could only be taken head-on. The Flame Demon, who had just roared a few words, was instantly silenced. A sword light erupted from his body, and his body shattered in the sword light. The flames gradually extinguished, and a 3rd-rank God King Flame Demon couldn't even take a single sword strike and died on the spot. With the Flame Demon dead, the demon army was leaderless, and a sense of terror spread through the troops. The skeleton generals had already charged in, surrounding them completely. They became lambs waiting to be slaughtered, with no fate but to be killed. 3 demon warships suddenly started, trying to escape. The skeleton generals directly charged into the ships, slaughtering the demons inside. Without the protection of the barrier, these warships couldn't stop the skeleton generals at all. The warships that had just started suddenly stopped again, and the demons inside were slaughtered clean in an instant. The battle broke out suddenly and ended quickly. Thousands of demons were killed just like that, including a 3rd-rank God King captain. Several other powerful demons at the God King level also had no chance to fight back and died under the swords of the skeleton generals. Ji Hongshin was dumbfounded. The battle was over in less than 10 minutes. Lin Moyu hadn't moved from start to finish, only using these puppets. Ji Hongshin felt a bit envious. If only he had so many puppets. At this moment, Lin Moyu seemed a bit mysterious in his eyes. He racked his brains thinking about the families in the human race most skilled in making puppets. But no matter how he thought, there didn't seem to be a family with the surname Lin. Suddenly, he thought of a possibility.
Could he be from the Divine City?
He knew nothing about the information in the Divine City, but he was sure that there must be families skilled in puppetry in the Divine City, and they would only be stronger. If Lin Moyu was from the Divine City, then everything made sense. The skeletons dragged the warships back, along with several God King-level demon corpses. They also brought back a large number of storage tools and various magical weapons. The skeleton generals were already very familiar with this kind of looting. The warships were essentially magical treasures, and after the demons died, these warships became ownerless. Lin Moyu quickly left his mark on the warships. Then, with a thought, the 3 warships immediately shrank and were collected by him. Even though they were damaged, the warships were still valuable. Lin Moyu naturally wouldn't let go of such good things. After collecting everything, Lin Moyu said to Ji Hongshin,
Captain Ji, you and your people stay here for now. I'll go deal with the devouring gold beasts and come back.
The surrounding starry sky was already shrouded in poisonous powder, and with the presence of the devouring gold beasts, it was almost impossible for them to break out. The only plan now was to listen to Lin Moyu. Fortunately, they could hold on for another 10 days to half a month without any problem. Originally, Ji Hongshin wanted to say they could go with him, maybe they could help. But thinking about Lin Moyu's combat power, he didn't say it out loud. He was afraid that they wouldn't be able to help and would instead become a burden. The Golden Eagle God King returned to Lin Moyu's side after he set off. When Ji Hongshin appeared earlier, Lin Moyu had sent him away, not wanting others to know some secrets. The Golden Eagle God King turned into golden light, carrying Lin Moyu towards the deepest blue. The deep blue star in his vision gradually enlarged, where the source of this incident lay. The devouring gold beast emperor, who first gained intelligence, had successfully created a new body for itself, but no one knew what its new body looked like. Lin Moyu knew his actions couldn't be hidden from the devouring gold beasts, so he went openly. At the current speed, it would take about 2 days to reach the central beryllium gold star. The day after Lin Moyu left, the human warship was completely repaired. Except for a slight energy deficiency, it looked exactly the same as when they first came in. The warship stayed in the starry sky, glowing faintly. The formation outside the warship continued to operate, resisting the poisonous erosion. The formation could only block most of the poison, and some would still seep through. The cultivators inside the warship still had to take Shinjin pills to avoid the poison. Ji Hongshin was a bit worried, not knowing how Lin Muyu's mission would turn out.
Captain, there's a situation.
Suddenly, a team member reported loudly. Outside the warship, blue figures appeared one after another. A large number of devouring gold beasts, using the blue light, sneaked nearby and silently surrounded them. The number of devouring gold beasts exceeded 20,000, and Ji Hongshin sensed an aura not weaker than his own among them. There was a devouring gold beast king. In addition, there were many devouring gold beast captains and elite devouring gold beasts. Ji Hongshin's face turned extremely ugly. If they fought, they would most likely lose. If they fled, the surroundings were filled with the poisonous powder of the beryllium gold stars, with no place to escape. Whether they fought or fled, the probability of death was very high. At this moment, he thought of Lin Moyu. If only Lin Moyu were still here. Suddenly, there was a report of surprise.
There are skeletons.
Hearing these 3 words, Ji Hongshin immediately looked outside. Sure enough, he saw the skeleton generals and the skeleton king sitting on the skeleton throne. He couldn't help but feel a sense of relief. When did the terrifying and hideous skeletons become a symbol of comfort? Shouldn't they be feared? But now it was so. Seeing the skeletons, Ji Hongshin knew they were safe. At the same time, he admired Lin Muyu's thoroughness, as if he had anticipated the devouring gold beasts would come to attack and had made preparations in advance. The skeletons charged and fought with the devouring gold beasts. The effect of the fixed space pearl was still present, making it impossible for the devouring gold beasts to escape quickly. Sneaking in was already their limit. Once entangled by the skeleton generals, it was a fight to the death. As the devouring gold beasts appeared, Lin Moyu in the distance smiled. He had indeed left a backup plan, guessing that the devouring gold beasts would likely attack after he left. And it was true, the devouring gold beasts came. He had left 10,000 skeleton generals and the most powerful skeleton king. Although their numbers were fewer than the devouring gold beasts, their combat power was incomparable. The only threat, the devouring gold beast king, could be dealt with by the skeleton king. The skeleton generals slaughtered the devouring gold beasts like tigers among sheep. The outcome was already decided, the difference in combat power was too great. Lin Moyu no longer paid attention. After the battle ended, the skeleton generals would naturally inform him. The deep blue in front of him grew stronger, the blue light shining on his skin, making it faintly hot.
The poison is getting stronger.
Lin Moyu had reached an area he had never been to before, a true forbidden zone. Even a 3rd-rank god king couldn't last half a day here. But for Lin Moyu, it only made his skin faintly hot. 1213, 1213. Chapter 1213. The troublesome devouring gold beast emperor. The deep blue star emitted a scorching light, feeling like a star without flames. When Lin Moyu saw this blue star, his heart skipped a beat. At that moment, he had the urge to turn around and leave. He knew what the devouring gold beast emperor's body was. This guy had turned the beryllium gold source star in front of him into its own body. This star, with a diameter of over 50,000 kilometers, emitted a deadly poison and had become its body. There are many stars with a diameter of over 50,000 kilometers in the great world. Some massive stars even have diameters exceeding millions of kilometers, incredibly huge. But those stars are mixtures of various flame substances. Unlike the beryllium gold source star in front of him, which is entirely composed of beryllium gold and gold silver stone, with a core of magical beryllium gold essence. The high-purity beryllium gold and gold silver stone give it unparalleled hardness. If the beryllium gold source star collided with a star, it would definitely create a huge crater in the star. The beryllium gold source star gave the devouring gold beast emperor an incredibly powerful body, and the beryllium gold essence inside provided it with strong soul defense. Lin Moyu felt at a loss for a moment. This guy was not just a hedgehog but a solid steel ball, unbreakable and indestructible. Besides this massive beryllium gold source star, there were two smaller beryllium gold stars. These were also occupied by devouring gold beasts and had become their bodies. These two stars, each with a diameter of about 1,000 kilometers, were like footballs compared to the beryllium gold source star. Lin Moyu realized that they had been planning for a long time, and 3 devouring gold beasts had successfully gained intelligence and new bodies. Seeing them, Lin Moyu also understood why there were so few devouring gold beast kings along the way. Most of the devouring gold beast kings had likely failed in their transformation, with only a few succeeding. As for the other devouring gold beasts, Lin Moyu didn't take them seriously. As long as he could deal with these 3 big ones, the other devouring gold beasts would be easy to handle. If he couldn't deal with these 3, killing all the other devouring gold beasts would be meaningless. Lin Moyu pondered deeply, trying to find a way to deal with them. But he couldn't come up with a good solution for the moment.
It's you who ruined my plan.
The metallic soul voice was deafening. The friction sound extremely harsh, making even the soul frown. Lin Moyu sighed lightly.
No choice, you were just born at the wrong time.
The blue light vibrated like ocean waves, surging violently. The devouring gold beast emperor's voice became even more piercing, filled with strong aversion.
You humans are always annoying.
Lin Moyu guessed that when the devouring gold beast emperor was born, it killed a 3rd-rank god king, who was likely from a hostile race to humans. So the devouring gold beast emperor inherited part of its consciousness and also hated humans. Lin Moyu sneered.
You sealed off the entire area, trying to create a new race, but you should know that's impossible. In this area, due to special laws, if it were outside, any god sovereign could destroy you in minutes. Even if you successfully create a race, will you guard this place forever? Guard this cage with a diameter of only 0.01 light years.
The devouring gold beast emperor laughed.
You don't understand. But you're right about one thing. This area is sealed by me, and no one can escape, including you.
The blue light vibrated violently again, and Lin Muyu's expression changed slightly, knowing the opponent was about to act. Sensing the movement, the golden eagle god king retreated quickly. But the blue light moved faster, instantly enveloping him and the golden eagle god king. At the same time, a huge suction force from the beryllium gold source star tried to pull Lin Moyu over.
Gravity law?
Lin Moyu paused slightly, and his law domain expanded to counter the gravity law. The gravity law was strong between the 2nd and 1st tiers of laws. It was a fundamental force in the great world, with almost all matter having gravity. The greater the mass, the stronger the gravity. The beryllium gold source star in front of him had an extremely terrifying mass, and with the gravity law it became even stronger.
Even harder to deal with.
Lin Moyu countered the gravity law with his law domain, ordering the golden eagle god king to retreat quickly. 2 beryllium gold stars flew over from the left and right. Without any technique, they just charged straight at Lin Moyu. A simple attack, yet extremely terrifying. Even a god king would be severely injured or killed if hit. Under the interference of the gravity law, Lin Muyu's retreat was very slow. The 2 beryllium gold stars, unaffected by the gravity law, charged at high speed. Lin Moyu was unafraid, knowing pure physical attacks couldn't harm him.
If you want to pull, then let you pull.
Lin Moyu suddenly retracted his law domain, allowing the gravity law to pull him over. He not only stopped resisting but also ordered the golden eagle god king to accelerate towards the beryllium gold source star. Passing right between the 2 beryllium gold stars, there were over 50,000 devouring gold beasts outside the beryllium gold source star. Among them were elite members at the god king level and 2nd-rank god king captains. They immediately attacked Lin Moyu. The devouring gold beasts' attacks carried unique laws, both sharp with metal laws and poisonous. Lin Muyu's fingers glowed, and with a thought, in the starry sky, countless skeleton generals appeared like raindrops. This time he went all out. With no one else around, he didn't need to hide anything. Over 500,000 skeleton generals appeared in the starry sky. Countless sword auras swept out, almost instantly crippling the devouring gold beasts. In just one round of attacks, at least 10,000 devouring gold beasts died under the swords.
Bastard!
The devouring gold beast emperor roared angrily. These were his subordinates, and if they all died, he would waste a lot of time. Lin Moyu heard his curses, knowing these devouring gold beasts weren't just cannon fodder. If they all died, he would be heartbroken and waste a lot of time. So, the skeleton generals began to madly hunt the devouring gold beasts. Facing the overwhelmingly powerful skeleton generals, the devouring gold beasts suffered heavy casualties. Lin Moyu took out a fixed space pearl, imprisoning the space, preventing the devouring gold beasts from escaping. The gravity law spread wildly, blue light falling on the skeleton generals, firmly holding them, preventing them from chasing the devouring gold beasts. Lin Moyu felt lighter, realizing that the more targets the gravity law affected, the weaker its effect. Originally, the gravity on him was 100, but if it acted on 10 targets, it would be 99 on him, slightly less. As the targets increased, the gravity continued to weaken.
If you don't let me kill, I'll kill anyway.
With a thought, another 500,000 skeleton generals appeared. His limit was 3 million skeleton generals, and he had only summoned 1 million so far, with 2 million in reserve. The newly appeared 500,000 skeleton generals began to hunt the devouring gold beasts again, not letting any escape.
Bastard, bastard! I'll kill you, I'll kill you!
The devouring gold beast emperor screamed madly, blue light shooting from its body like swords towards Lin Moyu. Gravity turned into swords. 1214 1214. Chapter 1214. Law of Gravity, Star Spirit Tribe. The law of gravity gathered into a 100,000-meter giant sword, sweeping toward Lin Moyu with the force to cut through stars. The law of gravity exploded in the starry sky, pulling and repelling. The skeleton general was swept away by the giant sword, flying tens of thousands of kilometers, shattering on the spot and seriously injured. This sword was incredibly powerful. Lin Moyu, in the center, was most affected by the law of gravity. Fortunately, a large number of skeleton generals shared the gravitational pull, allowing him a chance to dodge. Although taking one sword blow wouldn't kill him, Lin Moyu didn't want to test it on himself. The wings of the undead spread and vibrated violently, pushed to the limit, breaking free from the gravitational pull, and he instantly disappeared. The wings of the undead severed the soul lock, making the gold-devouring Beast King lose its target. This sword strike missed, failing to harm Lin Moyu. A white light shone on the skeleton generals, and thousands of Lich generals appeared in the starry sky to heal the skeleton generals. The injuries sustained were healed in an instant. However, thousands of skeleton generals were struck directly by the sword of gravity, collapsing on the spot and then resurrecting. Lin Moyu appeared on the other side, his eyes gleaming coldly. From this sword strike, he roughly gauged the gold-devouring Beast King's power, around the 5th tier of the God King. Stronger than the gold-devouring Beast King, but not unbeatable. The problem was the Star of Molten Gold. By choosing this as its body, it became incredibly powerful. Moreover, the essence of molten gold enhanced its soul defense, which troubled Lin Moyu. As blue light enveloped him, strong gravity hit him again. Lin Moyu was uncontrollably pulled toward the gold-devouring Beast King. The Beast King's body shone brightly, the blue light becoming dazzling, then turning into countless sharp swords shooting out in the starry sky. Lin Moyu's face changed. This attack was more fierce than before, an all-encompassing strike with no blind spots. All the skeleton generals were within the attack range of the Sword of Gravity. Simultaneously, 2 molten gold stars exploded with incredible gravity, forming a gravitational swamp, hindering the skeleton generals' movements. Lin Moyu's thoughts moved, and all the skeleton generals instantly vanished. The countless swords of gravity missed their targets, with only a few swords striking Lin Moyu, causing no harm. Lin Moyu's finger lightly pointed, and the Skeleton King appeared in the starry sky, slashing at the remaining gold-devouring beasts. The god-slaying sword could target single or multiple enemies. The more targets, the more dispersed the power, similar to the law of gravity. With the Skeleton King's power at the 5th tier of the God King, killing the true god-level gold-devouring beasts was easy. One sword strike engulfed tens of thousands of gold-devouring beasts, killing them instantly.
Damn it!
The gold-devouring Beast King roared in anger, gravity intensifying on the Skeleton King. The Skeleton King was pulled over, and the 100,000-meter sword of gravity appeared again, slashing at the Skeleton King. The Skeleton King fearlessly raised its bone sword to meet it. Boom! The swords collided, the sword of gravity shattered on the spot, and the Skeleton King was sent flying, its bones breaking, with cracks appearing on the bone sword. The sword of gravity was strong, severely injuring the Skeleton King. However, the next second, the Skeleton King glowed with intense white light. The Lich generals quickly healed the Skeleton King, restoring its bones and bone sword. In an instant, the Skeleton King was back to peak condition and attacked again. Spell: Godslaying. The sword light flashed, targeting the remaining gold-devouring beasts. One sword stroke killed nearly 10,000 gold-devouring beasts. A molten gold star flew at incredible speed, crashing into the Skeleton King, sending it flying again. But the Lich generals swiftly healed it. Before it could stabilize, the gravity pulled it back. Another molten gold star smashed into it. The Skeleton King was knocked flying again but didn't die. The Lich generals healed it rapidly. As long as the Skeleton King wasn't instantly killed, it was hard for it to die. The Skeleton King stabilized and slashed again, killing thousands of gold-devouring beasts. The Skeleton generals reappeared, hunting the gold-devouring beasts. The relentless attacks of the Skeleton generals and Skeleton King reduced the gold-devouring beast horde to less than 20,000, and the number continued to decrease quickly. Lin Moyu sensed the gold-devouring Beast King's rising anger.
You must die!
With a grating, furious voice, the gold-devouring Beast King's rage peaked. Blue flames rose from the molten gold star, tinged with purple, vaguely revealing a giant figure. The giant held its hands aloft as if supporting something. Lin Moyu recognized the giant and immediately knew which race's God King soul the gold-devouring Beast King had devoured.
Star Spirit Tribe.
His mind recalled information about the Star Spirit Tribe. The Star Spirit Tribe was very mysterious, rarely interacting with other races. They remained neutral and very low-key. Human records on them were scarce. Only knowing their totem was a giant holding up a world-ending star. The Star Spirit Tribe was known for mastering the law of gravity. With the appearance of the giant holding up the sky and the law of gravity, the identity of the Star Spirit Tribe was unmistakable.
Why is the Star Spirit Tribe here?
Lin Moyu pondered.
That reclusive race doesn't interact with others, and they don't need molten gold. Why are they here? Is it for the molten gold essence?
Lin Moyu couldn't figure it out but had to fight now. The appearance of the giant changed the gravity. The previously simple gravity became chaotic, pulling his body in different directions. Lin Moyu felt as if countless hands were trying to tear him apart. These forces were immense, enough to tear anyone below the true god level to pieces. However, for him, it wasn't enough to be a threat. The giant's hands produced a black spot, emitting a powerful suction. Gravity increased tenfold, pulling Lin Moyu uncontrollably. Lin Moyu's thoughts moved, summoning 10,000 Death Dragon Knights. The domain of laws unfolded to counter the gravity, and the talent tree transformed into countless vines, binding the Death Dragon Knights. The combined force of the Death Dragon Knights balanced the immense gravitational pull. Lin Moyu directed the Skeleton Generals to attack one of the molten gold stars. The Skeleton King also targeted the star with a slash. Lin Moyu aimed to destroy one molten gold star first, casting several spells. Stellar level spell, Death Stare, Multi-Star Spell, Time Curse, 1215, 1215. Chapter 12:15. The giant kneels, strange attack. Red light flickered, and a curse descended. Lin. Simultaneously, a million-meter-wide eye of the undead appeared in the starry sky. The law of immortality was fully activated, and dragons of law, imbued with a strong aura of death, descended upon the locked shining gold stars. Law, physical, and soul attacks were launched almost simultaneously. After previous probing, Lin Moyu roughly gauged their strength. The attack power of the Golden Devourer Emperor was roughly equivalent to that of a fifth-order God King. The other two shining gold stars seemed to be the reconstituted bodies of two Golden Devourer Kings, with strength around the fourth-order God King. Though the fourth and fifth orders of God Kings differ by just one rank, their strength differs greatly. Especially compared to the shining gold source star, the gap is even larger. Lin Moyu chose the softer target first, thus attacking the shining gold stars first. The sword light exploded on the shining gold stars, and the Skeleton King went all out, cutting out a chunk of the blue shining gold, which shattered into countless fragments, scattering into the starry sky. The skeletal general's sword energy densely struck the shining gold stars, each strike leaving a mark. Thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of sword energies rained down, making the shining gold stars tremble continuously. Especially when the time curse fell, the shining gold stars trembled violently, and Lin Moyu seemed to hear the screams of the Golden Devourers. The Golden Devourers, lacking intelligence, neither feared death nor understood pain. But with intelligence came these unwelcome emotions. Thus, intelligence can be a double-edged sword, both good and bad. The soul brought intense pain, causing the entire shining gold stars to shake. The stars' surface cracked, revealing countless bottomless fissures, as if the end of the world had arrived. The eye of the undead cast its gaze, and the second layer of soul attack fell, causing even more intense tremors, with blue light radiating in the starry sky. The light burned like flames, and the blue flames swept over. In an instant, both the Skeleton King and the Skeletal General were engulfed in flames. In the flames, the Skeletal General's bones emitted cracking sounds, quickly drying up and turning black. Lin Moyu's eyes narrowed.
Abyssal fire.
He understood that this Golden Devourer King had devoured the soul of a demon, one adept at manipulating abyssal fire. The abyssal fire contained the laws of the abyss and was infused with the toxicity of gold and silver stone and the sharpness of shining gold, becoming a unique and powerful flame. The Skeletal General was severely burned, turning black and moving sluggishly, with significantly reduced power. Then, a vast white light enveloped the entire star. The Skeletal General's charred white bones quickly regained their luster. Power and combat effectiveness were restored. The Skeletal General once again unleashed sword energies, striking the shining gold stars. Hundreds of thousands of sword energies rained down, causing the shining gold stars to begin disintegrating under the soul's painful tremors. The Golden Devourer Emperor roared, locking onto the shining gold stars and pulling them back. Lin Moyu smiled, having discovered the Golden Devourer's weakness in just a few seconds. That weakness was the soul. Their souls weren't strong enough. Although they controlled the incredibly tough shining gold stars, they couldn't fully wield them due to their bodies' inadequacies. Perhaps the shining gold stars could withstand attacks from a fifth-order God King, but their souls couldn't withstand attacks from a third-order God King. In the larger world, the soul is more important than the body. The body can be relatively weak, but not the soul. But here, the Golden Devourer Emperor had it reversed.
No wonder it doesn't move. It seems the soul can't control this body.
The shining gold source star is far larger and stronger than ordinary shining gold stars. After making it its body, the Golden Devourer Emperor's soul alone couldn't control the shining gold source star.
It's a sitting duck.
Lin Moyu felt assured. Even if he couldn't defeat it, he could escape. If it couldn't move, it couldn't chase. Lin Moyu could even surround it and find a solution. The Golden Devourer Emperor pulled the two shining gold stars back, like eyes placed on itself. Then a great blue light covered the starry sky. Lin Moyu saw the starry sky change within the blue light. Many blue light points suddenly disappeared and reappeared. The blue points grew larger, turning into shining gold stars rushing at an incredible speed.
What is it doing?
Lin Moyu didn't know the Golden Devourer Emperor's plan, but he ordered the skeletal general to attack fiercely. The hardness of the shining gold source star far exceeded expectations, rendering the skeletal general's attacks ineffective. Only the Skeleton King could cause minor damage, insignificant to the vast shining gold source star. Lin Moyu pointed and red light fell. The shining gold source star trembled. Blue light flickered, and then it fell silent. Faintly, Lin Moyu heard the Golden Devourer Emperor's painful cries. The time curse caused pain but no effective damage. The eye of the undead's gaze had even less effect. Lin Moyu sighed. Soul attacks were still insufficiently powerful. If he were a ninth-order true god, the outcome might be different. Several shining gold stars exploded, filling the starry sky with toxic powder. The Golden Devourer Emperor could manipulate the shining gold, causing toxic explosions at will. This move would be unstoppable if not for Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu's expression turned strange.
It knows the toxic powder doesn't affect me, so why use it?
Before Lin Moyu could figure it out, the giant, hands raised to the sky, emitted a strong light. The giant knelt toward Lin Moyu. A buzzing sound shook Lin Moyu's head, causing momentary confusion. His soul world buzzed. Crystal barriers creaked, some deforming as if struck by great force. The nine-colored dragon's soul crystal roared, clearing Lin Moyu's mind. Amid flashing blue light, a shining gold star crashed into him. Lin Moyu flew uncontrollably into the toxic powder. Pure physical attacks couldn't harm Lin Moyu, nor could the toxic powder. The impact did no harm, far less than the previous soul attack. Lin Moyu flew through the toxic powder, shocked.
What kind of magic is this?
His soul had been inexplicably attacked. Had his soul world not been strong, of fourth-grade peak quality, he might have perished. A collapsing soul world meant certain death. Though he didn't know the magic, it was clearly from the Celestial Spirit Clan. Too little is known about the mysterious Celestial Spirit Clan. He saw the giant kneel again. 1216, 1216.